I think it's gonna be interesting in the off season because I feel like there's gonna be a lot of teams trying to take the model of oh crap, we got to get some more superstars and build more super teams.
Yeah, it's going to be LeBron's going to go to Houston,
I think he's going to the Sixers.
and then where's Ben Simmons going to play?
Well, Ben Simmons is like a point guard.
And so is LeBron.
Not real. No, not really. I think LeBron brings the ball down the court out of necessity because who else? I mean, what are you gonna let Jordan Clarkson control the game?
But when the only other people that have taken the ball down is Kyrie and then Isaiah Thomas for like 2 games. Then he was like, no, fuck this little kid. So like,
Well, I don't.
LeBron's a distributor, and he's not going to just stop and be like a guy that stands there on the wing and waits for a ball to get thrown to him so he can take a shot. LeBron's going to take the ball, distribute it, take it down low, and do his thing. And that's like, and Ben Simmons is not a shooter, and all he can do is pass.
I think Ben Simmons is an elite passer. By the way,
He's an elite passer, and he's a very good defender, and he's good at driving, but he cannot shoot to save his life.
yeah, he was missing like 5-foot shots in the playoffs.
Like, but everyone thinks it's because he's shooting with the wrong hand.
Is it?
Well, if you watch him, like when he like gets down into the paint and like does stuff like really quick, like you know how you do things out of natural reaction,
Yeah.
you go with your most like dominant hand. Well, when he does that, he'll like dunk with his right and like do stuff with his right hand, but he shoots with his left. And everyone's like, yeah, we think that's wrong.
I think the Sixers are like talk about depth. The Sixers have a lot of depth. Like, have you seen all the guys they have coming off the bench? It's like every person's like 6'10" and just can shoot.
Depth does nothing in the playoffs.
I think it's everything in the playoffs.
Well, then why are the Raptors out?
Do the Raptors have depth?
That's all they have.
Well, I mean, I don't know I didn't really watch that series too closely. Um,
Depth doesn't work. You need superstars in the playoffs because, like, your superstars play a lot more in the playoffs, so that limits the depth that you can have. And then depth, yeah, that's great and all, but you want your best players out there more, and that's why the Raptors, they're always good in the post or the regular season because yeah, they have that depth, and people are resting their superstars. They're not playing them full games, full series, and all. So then the Raptors are playing all these guys that are, well, decently rested, and they're all pretty good, and they're winning 60-some games. But when it comes to the playoffs, like, you shorten your roster up, and you're really playing with, like, 8, 9 guys.
yeah.
So, if that. So, like, that 12-man roster really isn't, like, a big deal. As long as you have 8 guys that are good enough, you can do whatever you want.
Do you hear that thunder, by the way? But no, when I was like with the Sixers, like they have so many guys. Like they even sat Ben Simmons for a while, and they put T.J. McConnell at the point. 6 foot T.J. McConnell was getting more, I think, more done than Ben Simmons could because he was just creating more opportunities. And then you bring in guys like Saric and Ilyasova and
Well,
Covington
the Sixers had a better plus minus when Simmons was on the bench.
on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh.
In that playoff series.
Do you think that just comes down to the fact he can't shoot the ball?
I mean, I think it's kind of an overrated stat, but
Plus minus.
I don't think he'll work in. I think he'll go to Houston if they get blown out by the Rockets, but maybe he'll go to the Celtics. That would be awesome.
LeBron.
Boston.
LeBoston. LeBronto.
Kyrie would be so pissed.
I just think the Sixers make so much sense. They have the cap space. The other thing, Kawhi Leonard. I read a thing. It was like, what would it take to get Kawhi Leonard to the Sixers? And it was like they would trade Markelle Fultz, I think Covington, and a first-round pick, and they could get what's his face? Kawhi.
No,
You wouldn't do that?
happen.
You don't think Markelle Fultz?
Markelle Fultz is a bust.
He's not a bust.
He's-
He figured out how to shoot now.
He played. Oh, then why did he sit the bench the whole playoffs?
Because they had so much depth. that T.J. McConnell was red hot.
Not good.
T.J. McConnell was red hot.
He's not good.
He's a first. Was he first overall pick?
Yeah.
He's fine.
Or no.
Or was
I
he
think
second?
he's like a second or third.
Okay, yeah, I think you're right. But no, he's like, first of all, he's really well rested because they didn't play him at all. He's healthy, I think.
He's a bust. I wouldn't want no Markelle Fultz.
It's a little early to call. You could say that about Ben Simmons when he was hurt for the whole year. Oh, this guy's a bust.
Yeah, but you had a player that they wouldn't play, that he was hurt, so they could teach him how to shoot.
And it paid off. Well, down the stretch
And
they
he
played.
wasn't even projected a top 10 pick coming out of college. They just drafted this kid for no fucking reason, and then
an undersized point guard.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think teams will give up more than that to get Kawhi.
I would love to see him on the Sixers, by the way. I think that would be a really good fit.
I mean, I think that'd be pretty cool, but
LeBron or Kawhi. I'm starting to become a big Sixers guy.
I mean, I like Ben Simmons, so
We forgot to talk about Joel Embiid.
who's plays half the game and half the year.
I read a thing that Joel Embiid, his coach wants him to take 6 or 7 3-points a game, and I don't know. Joel was like, I'm not really a 3-point shooter, but I think it's really disrespectful when they leave me that wide open, so I feel like I kind of have to shoot the ball.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's going to be a injury-prone player.
He's a monster on the court, though.
Yeah, but he's a big guy that's already started getting hurt. So,
yeah,
his body's not going to handle it. I mean, you're not designed. Humans aren't designed to be that tall and that big and put that much stress on their body for that long.
I hear you.
But I don't know. I like the Sixers. There's just a lot that scares me about them.
They have a lot of big white guys that are just ballers. I mean, their whole bench is just a bunch of Ilyasova, McConnell, Marco Bellinelli. This guy's a stud.
I think Kawhi would be pretty awesome to the Sixers.
I think it would be too. They have. I think they have enough cap space now. I don't know if they're going to re-sign Redick or not because I think he's a free agent. So they got some cap